Have you ever wondered how different eras and cultures perceive the concept of femininity? Today, we're embarking on an extraordinary journey through time, examining the shifting sands of femininity as seen through the lens of ancient civilizations, the Middle Ages, the Renaissance, the Victorian era, and all the way up to the 20th century and our present day. From the powerful queens of yore to the trailblazing women of today, each epoch offers a unique perspective. Let's delve into the annals of time to uncover the evolution of femininity. In ancient times, femininity was often associated with fertility and motherhood. In the great civilizations of Egypt, Greece, and Rome, women were revered for their roles as life-givers. Their behavior, deeply rooted in societal norms and expectations, often reflected a nurturing and caring nature. From the Egyptian queens to the noble Roman matrons, their influence stretched well beyond their homes. They were the pillars of their communities, shaping norms and traditions. Moving on, let's explore how the Middle Ages redefined femininity. As we transition into the Middle Ages, the perception of femininity underwent a significant shift. The Middle Ages saw women confined to domestic roles. Their virtue and piety held paramount. The ideal woman was seen as meek, subservient, and devoted to her family and faith. The Renaissance, however, brought about a subtle shift in the feminine ideal. Women were still expected to be virtuous and devoted, but there was a newfound appreciation for their intellectual capabilities. Women like Catherine de' Medici and Elizabeth I began to leave their mark on history, demonstrating that femininity could also encompass leadership and wisdom. Fast forward to the Victorian era, where the concept of femininity became even more complex. Women were expected to be the moral compass of the family, embodying virtues of purity, modesty, and domesticity. Yet, this era also saw the beginnings of the women's rights movement, challenging these traditional notions. As we approach the 20th century, we see a dramatic shift in the perception of femininity. The 20th century brought about an era of change and redefinition for femininity. The century kicked off with the suffragette movement, where women around the globe banded together, demanding their right to vote. This was a defining moment, proving that femininity was not a barrier to political participation. Then came the Roaring Twenties, the flapper era, where women shed restrictive clothing and societal norms, embracing a newfound freedom and redefining the aesthetic of femininity. The rise of feminism in the late 20th century further challenged and expanded the concept of femininity. Women were no longer confined to the home, but were making their mark in every field imaginable. Now, in the present day, the perception of femininity is as diverse as ever. It's an ongoing debate, with the definition constantly evolving, just like the women who embody it. Femininity, a concept as diverse as the women who embody it, continues to evolve, reflecting the changing times and cultures. From ancient civilizations to the present day, the concept of femininity has been continually redefined. We've journeyed through time, witnessing its evolution across eras and cultures, each redefining womanhood in its unique way. No matter the era or culture, femininity in its many forms is a testament to the strength and resilience of women worldwide.